Hi everybody, I hope you're doing magnificent today. Today I'm going to start a new Alice in Wonderland journal, and I might get 2 of them done because I have a lot of stuff. Pardon me, I have the sneezies this morning. In any case, and then I have my book that I'm going to use. I try to pick a newer book just because so that the spine doesn't fall apart. I have my sample book where I have lots of different layouts that I can choose from that makes it easier to make. And then I've actually made Alice in Wonderland before, but one of the things that inspired me to want to bring it back out is this from Michaels. And this is, thought to have kind of a Halloween-y feel, but I gotta tell you, it just feels nice. It's just a pretty, like I can see myself definitely using that somewhere, and those, coloring these in. Sorry for the noise. Gorgeous flowers there. I love, this is flocked. I'd love to put that just up in a frame. These are cute, and these could actually be tucked in or cut apart and used in there somewhere. So I thought that's cute. And then these pages, which are lovely. And these can be cut. I used one of this in my Halloween book. It's flocked. And that is what I have for the Alice in Wonderland journal. Then, oh, I don't even have my light on, do I? Let me try to turn on my light. There we go, that's just a little better. Okay, paused there. I do not know what's going on with my nose and my sneezing, so I'm probably gonna be starting and stopping a lot. Sorry about that. They also had these stamps, which I thought were fun, that we can definitely use in there. And then I also got the mushroom folders, embossing folders that are a Recollections brand. So I thought those could be fun in there somewhere. And they had other stuff online, but like I went to 2 different Michaels and they did not have any more of the Alice stuff, like the sticker book or anything like that. So that was a bummer, but I do love what I got. And so then in addition to that, so sorry about the nose, I'm using some other printables. So this is actually a cover, a front and back cover, and a spine if I decide to do one this size. So I printed those and those came out pretty. Then I have double-sided here. So this is double-sided, that is printed double-sided, or well, let's go with these. These are the printed double-sided. Okay, lots of fun. And I know probably a lot doesn't need to be double-sided because it's going in a book, but you just don't know where you're going to fold and tuck. So, and then in the back of this, we have double-sided these. And I have printed these on a different paper. And these have the book pages that you can download and use. I thought that paper made it look more like book page, give it more of a book page feeling. So I have some of those I can use then. Let's see, let's go to this one first. Then we have, sorry if you see my messiness. Then we have another folder of double-sided, but double-sided on these is just a tea or coffee print. Okay, but I wanted to be able to use them. I think Alice in Wonderland is a super fun theme. So, just kind of flick through that fast. Love that one. Okay. All right, lots of fun Alice stuff. And then of course, going through my stash, let me move this here for a minute. Going through my stash, some things that I thought could fit in with it. Green ledger paper, pages from a floral book, another one. This one's from the Edith Holden book. This is a newspaper, very old one. I wonder if they say 1914. And it's a children's page, but I just thought that the song was pretty cool with the swinging kids, and that could somehow fit in with Alice in Wonderland. And then I have some envelopes, just 2 different ones. And then I have some pages that have like nursery rhyme or kids books in them, so that I thought would fit. This one's 10 Little Frogs, and there's frogs in Alice. So Sweet Mama Rabbit, because there's a bunny. This is just some cool writing. This one was for about clocks because, you know, there's a clock. This is just because. Here is some more ledger. I thought this was a cool gaming sheet because it says Kismet, and that's kind of, you know, the whole point of Alice in Wonderland, right? Then we've got some plain blue. This was off a roll that I'm gonna alter. Some tan. Some lined pages that are ancient of days. You see I'm ripping them doing that. Some yellow. And then some tea-dyed paper, which I think I'll need much more of, but we will see. And then I have this basket where I actually cut apart my stuff for the most part, backed a lot of things. There's an envelope for like die cuts, words, frames and borders, journaling cards, and then these loose ones in the front are like what I think I might use as tags or add as layers of tags. So we've got plenty to work with there. And then last but not least, I just went through my junk and, you know, like I got a playing card that I can now alter, a library pocket, a couple of manila tags, a guest check. I cut this out of one of the floral papers. I thought that would look good on there. I wanted to do some altered slides, but we'll see if I get to it. This is a film strip, which I just thought could look cool behind something. And then a bunch of little doohickeys in here that I thought could go at a different time. And I'm opening this guy. So this one has tiny little playing cards, and I thought that could be great on a page or a tag somewhere because, you know, we know that playing cards are a part of this theme. So the first thing that we're gonna get to is, sorry for the cord. We're gonna zoom you in a little bit, if my fingers will let me. Apparently they're not letting me, so give me. All right, we've got this book and it's 310 pages, I think, plus, you know, the fly pages and stuff. And there's different ways you can rip things out, but remember, you want to leave the little guts in the middle so that it shows. So we're gonna keep this page and this page and this page how they are, and I might put papers on them. And then I'm gonna start here, and I'm not gonna go in order necessarily of my past books because I feel like that's a little boring, but there is some semblance to its sanity. So let's do, I think right there. I'm looking at my book on the side here. So we're gonna need to, we need this first page, and then we're gonna take out like 8. Don't ask me why 8, I don't know. I'm just gonna guess, and I might have to change things around later. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you can try to take them all out at once or not. I'm gonna try to take out a few at a time. See, now I get when you get that, you don't want that big one, but you want this little one to stay. Okay. And then you can use these pages for lots of different things. Glue pages, to put in a glue book, to just recycle in any way you see fit. Okay, so I know that I have, that's gonna be my front. And then I'm gonna do that. And then that's going to be the inside, see, so you don't have the gut showing right there. And then that's it, and then that's one set. Now the reason I don't glue them also is because I want to put the pages in. I don't want to put them in as I go. I want to put them in how I want to put them in, which might be part of the front one time, part of the back another time, who knows. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Then the next one we're gonna do, we are gonna do, let me think here. How does he hide his? Sorry, I'm looking at my sample. I think the one page goes right after it if you want to do a one pager so that you're not missing out on having this covered. If anybody knows a better way, please tell me. And then I'm going to clip that, and this will probably get a little notch in it. Okay. Now I'd have to decide. Yeah, I need to keep that one. And let's see here. Do I want to do a bottom one? So it just takes two. Okay. Sorry, I talk to myself a lot. So let's do on this side. We're gonna go up. So am I keeping that there? That's gotta be that. That's gotta be that. I don't like it to get right into the spine. I think that it'll end up crowding the spine again, and I don't want to do that. So that's going to do that. Now we're going to go in between and take out a bunch. That's 2, 4, 6, 8. All right, and then the next page is going to be my meeting place to this page. All right, so see there you have a pocket here, you have a pocket here, and a paper clip. Okay. The next one is going to, I think I want to double. So that one needs to go to that. I think I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. Is that the way I do it? I can't remember. I know you can do it this way. Just trying to figure out what's the best way. Oh, it's being cheeky. I'll tuck in. Okay, so let's tuck in and not out. Okay, we have nothing there. The point is you do want to have some in between some of them, because otherwise, so I want that to be the back page to something. Can it be? No. I'm trying to think. I know that's, can you smell the smoke coming out my brain? If I did this one and I tucked it in that way. All right, let's take out 8, 2, 4, 6, and 8. And see that's glorious, the amount of stuff in between there gives it a nice space. So then on this side, it's going to get tucked the other way. Oh no, okay. That's what I'm doing wrong. I needed to do the 8 there. So I need to turn this into something else. Or do I? Because I want these two to go together. Oh, that's right. Okay, because one does, sorry, you're going through my process with me. One does glue to the other because this takes 4 pages. Okay, so this one's going to get tucked in like that. Then this gets pinned together. All right, and you're not seeing anything. Then I've got this, and I don't want anything in between that, but that's going to get the one that's going to be tucked. And then the next one's going to be where I tear out the pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm going to just get a tiny bit of that. And then that is going to hook onto that page, and that will be a double slanted pocket, diagonal pocket, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Next, I think I'm going to do a 3-pack. So this will be my first page, and this will do this. Okay, and then I'm going to take out 8. That's 2. That's 4. That's 6. and that's 8. Okay. And then this one I want to do like this. And I'm actually going to take out another 8 to give it space. You'll glue this all down as you go. So I'm going to take out 2. And you don't have to do this here, but I'm going to. 4, 6, and 8. All right. All right, so that's gonna pin like this. This will be 3 pages. Where is my, there it is. Thanks for going through my process with me. It's kind of fun to remember it and share it. All right, so that's, things can be tucked here and here, and then I might do another one where you glue it in different spots and it's the same layout. Okay, so now we want to do that. We want to move a page and see what we want the next page to be. Okay, this one's a little more complicated, but let's see if I can do it. Where did it go? Where did him go? This one. Okay, let's put our paperweight there. So we're going to, that's going to be my first piece, and we're going to take out 8. That's 2. That's 4. That's 6. And that's 8. Then what I want to do is, ooh, that's a lot of, probably shouldn't have done that, but I did. Okay, so then this one, these 2 pages get marked together. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not the end of the world, I'll figure it out. Let's do that. And then this goes, this just tucked under. And then this is gonna have to get, oh no, I thought I was gonna have to cut it. And that one comes up. I don't know why it's doing that, but I guess that's just where the paper comes in at the point.
Inside item.
So then you have a pocket here and you have a pocket here. And if you want to, you can keep a little pocket here. I don't love how that looks though. Oh, because it goes to a 3rd page. So this all gets stacked against a 3rd page. So it's 2 pages though. All right, well, that is what we've got for now, you guys, and I will come back later and I will show you all the stacked pages and how they are, and then we will get into trying to decorate. All right, so this is what I have now. I finished putting it all together in the sense of folding and ripping out pages, and we've got this lovely book. And let's see, this book is about 9 1/4 by 6 1/4 by an inch, just over an inch, okay? So I set aside those first 3 pages. Then we've got a pocket that's going to go here. Let me try to get a piece of paper so that I can show you as we go. There we go. So you got a pocket in here, and you're going to decorate and decorate, and so that's the reason why you pin instead of gluing right away. Okay, then we're going to flip this around. That's got 2 there. I'll have to see what I want to do with that. Oh, that goes to this. Okay. So then you've got this pocket right here, big, long, skinny. This one, you have a pocket here, and you have a pocket that goes all the way up here. And I'm half thinking of putting like a tray or something down here of paper to hold it better. And then let's see, what's our next ones? These did not go next to each other in coordinating. So what I'll do is make them single pages, which will be great for journaling. Then we have a pocket here, a slanted pocket here, and a slanted pocket here. And I will probably go through and ink everything so that it becomes more apparent. All right, then we've got this, which is a 3-piece, which you can do like this. And there's a couple things you can do here. I think I'm gonna leave that one big like it is, and pieces will go in this way. Okay, and then you've got this bottom pocket here. Then you've got the pocket here, so I can either put glue along here or along there or just at the tip. And you got that pocket there. Okay, then we have this pocket here. And then we flip, and we've got these fun little, so you've got this blank page, so I can put any whole paper. Then this is gonna turn into a pocket that I cut a curve out of here, and that flaps back and forth. Then these, 2 of these, are gonna get glued together to make it a stronger pocket. Okay, stronger pocket, put a punch here, and then glue the whole thing down to the last page of that. All right. Then we have a pocket where I did like a little V in there, plain, and then this is here, this is here, and this is, so there's 1, 2, oh here, 3. All right. Then we've got a plain page here to add something fun, and then we've got this little double cut pocket here where something fits there. And then we have a triple here. Okay, and so in this triple, what I'm gonna do is put glue in between, and then have it line up, and then maybe use ribbon or thread or something to make it look better. Here we have, let's see, that was same. I went into 2 of the same, that's fine. We're gonna cut this into pockets though. So this is gonna be a pocket, and this is gonna be a pocket, okay? And then over here, we have another nice page to put anything we want. And then in this one, we have this big one here and this big one here. Then this is just a long skinny one that'll get a punch in the top, and then my thing might just be too wide. See, oh, and it'll go in there. Okay. I was gonna do a smaller book, but I really liked how the size of this one and with the things that would fit with it. And then that's it. That's our last 2 pages. So now we have deconstructed our book and we are ready to decorate. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.